If you're dealing with a suspected EGR exhaust gas recirculation valve issue, you're not alone. Many drivers face this frustrating problem. But before you shell out hundreds for a replacement, let's diagnose it first. This is essential for anyone who wants to save money and fix what's actually broken, if anything at all. A common pain point is the EGR valve being blamed for issues that aren't its fault. But don't fret. This happens all the time. In fact, the EGR isn't always the culprit. Often, it's something as simple as vacuum pressure. Check this before committing to any purchases. Start with a visual inspection. Look for damaged hoses or connections around the EGR system. You might be surprised at how often a cracked hose is the root cause. A visual inspection can save you a lot of money and trouble. Next, you'll want to have a vacuum gauge handy. This tool lets you test the vacuum pressure, ensuring it's within the ideal range. Attach it to the vacuum line leading to the EGR valve. If there's a problem, you'll often spot it here first. When you're testing vacuum pressure, find the specifications for your specific vehicle model. Each car has different requirements, and knowing your car's needs is half the battle. This research step can prevent a costly misdiagnosis. Remember, a clogged EGR valve creates symptoms similar to those of a vacuum leak. Hesitation, rough idle, or even knocking sounds might surface, and vacuum pressure could reveal the actual villain of the story. This is a pro tip that leaves many amazed. If your vacuum gauge readings are inconsistent or weak, identify if it's a simple leak, a blockage, or faulty switching components. This analytical approach helps in pinpointing the exact problem without jumping to the worst case scenario. Check the EGR valve's physical condition next. Move the diaphragm and listen for rattling noises. Sometimes it's just sticky or clogged. Cleaning it might solve everything without needing a replacement. An overlooked solution, but very effective. With the EGR and vacuum system working together, remember, they depend on electrical signals from the engine's brain. Test the electrical side, fuse, wiring, connections, and see if any signals aren't making the journey. This step might seem tedious, but it's vital. If all these checks stem from learning there's a blockage, use a cleaning spray designed for EGR systems. Gently remove built-up carbon deposits, which could dramatically improve your engine's performance. Many drivers have no idea how crucial this step can be. Some folks might find themselves stuck in this DIY process, reaching out to fellow car enthusiasts. Forums or guides can be helpful. They often share insights based on similar experiences. No shame in borrowing knowledge from others. It builds our automotive IQ. And finally, take your car for a test run. Observe the check engine light, listen to engine sounds, and notice any performance changes. You've gathered enough evidence, ruled out unnecessary expenses, and nerded out with hands-on mechanics. Rock on and enjoy the drive.